Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, The Wicked Shall Not Understand. The wicked shall not understand. Okay? Wickedness is increasing on a whole nother level. You see, you have these women out here, and right along that too, with the men that they agree with the what do I want to say? The Roe versus Wade, they agree with murder. Okay, you have men and women that's going along with that. And it's wickedness. And you also have these mockers. You also have these scorners that continue to it is just full blown. You got people shooting up the Bible. You got people kicking the Bible, throwing the Bible in the toilet. You got people thieving. You got people selling dope. You got people committing a heavy adultery. Heavy adultery. Heavy adultery. You got all these different sex scandals and backdoor deals. And Jake, 2/3 of Jake is caught right up in it. And the word is out, and people, you got the apostles and the elders and the prophets on down out there on the highways and hedges and doing these sit down lessons and different platforms and stuff, and people continue to keep mocking. They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth, or they have their own vain opinion. You see, World War III is increasing. Famine is brewing. And then you have a lot of people that just don't believe, those atheists. You got people in Islam and Buddha and all these different Kemet. You have these different philosophies. They're in their own way. They're going into their own own heart, own way. But I'm gonna get some scripts. I don't want to make this too long. We're gonna go to Luke. We're gonna go to Luke. You got America. I just seen that that thing on the news with the there's a coach out there. I'm not sure. I forgot what state it's in, but a high school coach, I think it is, and he says his prayers on the 50-yard line, before the games, and they want to go against that. They've banned all. They've took the Lord, the Bible teachings out of school, and any teachings of the Lord. They don't teach nothing of the Lord in school. Nothing. They that Pledge of Allegiance to, what is it, to United States of America, one nation under God. That's a big lie. That's a huge lie. That's a cover up. This place, America, is circling the drain. Educationally, spiritually, militarily, socially, economically. This place is circling the drain. The economy is gonna collapse at any time, and people are going their own way, and then you have the people that's serving the Lord. But that's why I want to go to Luke. Let's go to Luke 12. We're gonna go to Luke 12. Salaki. Luke 12 and 51, and it reads, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. And that's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is bringing division. This place, America, is 144% divided. There is complete division in this country, without a question. You got red versus red at an all-time high right now. They're at each other's throats right now. And it's going to take one event for this thing to go over, to get pushed over the cliff to the edge. One event, one disaster. When supposedly no gas, or, you can barely buy a certain amount of food, or something to trigger off, to set this off. That Roe versus Wade, it's just one big event that's gonna just tear all this down. This is where we're at. But the Lord told you, suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. There's no peace. There ain't gonna be no peace until Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, are put back in your land, in that holy land of Israel, the New Jerusalem. It ain't gonna be no peace around the world. There's no peace coming to this world until the Lord, YAHAWAHSHI, comes back and restores Israel, the 12 lost tribes, back into their land of Israel, the New Jerusalem. Because that Jerusalem and that Israel over there is watered down. That's not the people. So let's go over to Daniel. Let's go to Daniel. Let's go to Daniel 12. Daniel 12 and 9, and it reads, and he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. 10, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. And that's what we seeing right now. It's all manner of wickedness going on. You got women out here killing men. Women doing all manner of evil and turning. You got women turning to men. You got these fruit cup sweetheart parades going on. But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. The wicked don't understand. They can't understand. All this trouble coming on the earth, and the division, and the famine, the water crisis, the war. You know, they don't understand this. But the wise shall understand. And who is the wise? The hopeful elect. That's who the wise is. The wise of the elect of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. There's a remnant that the Lord has gave this wisdom to. You know, and open their eyes and their ears. And we see this clear. You see? So let's go over to Psalm. We know the times that we're in. But the wicked can't get it. They don't understand it. They're gonna continue to keep doing wickedness. Gang banging, being sweethearts and fruit cups and transgenders. You know. You know, they're going to continue doing their wickedness. Stealing and robbing. Just continuing wickedness. Let's go to Psalm 1. We're going to go to Psalm 1 and 1. And it reads, Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. 2. But his delight is in the law of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And see, starting with the apostles and elders and the prophets on down that great millstone, that's what we do. We meditate day and night on these scriptures, day and night. It don't matter. It be some nights where I wake up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, barely any little sleep, and the Lord wake me up. I might go use the bathroom at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and get up, and I got scriptures on my head. I go over there, look inside the book. Whatever I was reading or something whatever then popped up on my head, I go in and I'm looking and I'm reading. I might spend 10 minutes, tired, still looking. It's just constantly on my mind, constantly meditating day and night. Okay, let's go over to Revelation 22 and 10. Revelation 22 and 10. Revelation 22 and 10, and it reads, And he saith unto me, Seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. See, the time is at hand. You know, the time that we're in these prophecies right now. You see? You know, with the famine, the charagma, that CHIP, you know, the World War III, Jacob's trouble. People love is waxing cold. You know, society is about to collapse. You know, people are growing more angrier. You know, the lawlessness. You know, we're in the time of these prophecies. 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And you have people in the world, they don't want to get right. They don't want to get right. You have family members, you have friends, you try to tell, everybody about this word, and they're too stuck in their ways. They are just gone. Completely gone. Jake is gone. 2/3 of Jake they don't get it. You know, they ain't gonna stop smoking their weed. Jake got a big problem with smoking weed. Jake love 2/3 of Jake. You Jakes love to smoke weed. You gotta put it down. Jake ain't gonna put it down. Jake wants to go chase that bag. You know, Jake is obsessed with you know, gotta have a tight ride. Gotta be riding in something crispy, a nice ride. I don't care if I gotta pay $500 a month in my new 2021 Lexus, or, you know, they don't care. You know, gotta be hanging out, going to all the barbecues and festivities. You know, going hand in hand with the heathens. But they claim they believe in the Lord, but don't want to do thus said the Lord. The Lord said, he that is filthy, let him be filthy. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. Call Allah YAHAWAHSHI. See? And being holy is separate. You know, sanctifying yourself. You know, fasting, praying, you know, meditating on the word day and night. You know, listening and studying and listening to the apostles and the elders and the prophets on down that great millstone, and other, you know, men that are preaching the same doctrine. You know, meditating, cleaning yourself up, coming into this word day and night. Meditating, doing the work of the Lord. That's being holy and coming out of this wickedness. Coming out of the philosophies and ways of Babylon here. You see? So let's go over to 1 Corinthians. We're going to go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 31. 1 Corinthians 10 and 31, and it reads, whether therefore ye eat or drink, or whatsoever ye do, do all to the glory of Yahawah. You see, whatever you do, you glory in the Lord, man. You know, the Lord said he's not a man of respect of person. And he said, whoever, roughly paraphrasing it, whoever think themselves to be something, they are nothing. Be humble and sit down. You know, be humble, you know, continue to study and glorify in YAHAWAHSHI. Doing thus said the Lord. He said, whatever therefore ye eat or drink or whatsoever ye do, do all to the glory of YAHAWAHSHI. Call Allah YAHAWAHSHI. This is not about you or your family or your job or anything. None of that, man. We understand in the world you have to do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, this is about YAHAWAHSHI. Because at any time, the Lord, YAHAWAHSHI, can take you out and take everything from you and strip you down to nothing. Or he can put you to death, you and your family. See? You got to be walking on eggshells, man, around YAHAWAHSHI. You know, he says, pray without ceasing. Constantly praying, thanking him. You know, no matter what, through good and bad, through the chastisements, you continue to serve and do thus said the Lord and glorify him. You see? So let's go over to, what was I going to go? What was that? We got to continue to glorify in the Lord, man. Don't walk around big-headed thinking that you know, you got it all figured out, because you don't. Because the Lord can take you out at any time. You see? What was I gonna go into? Oh, that's what I was gonna go. let me go. Let me go here. You know, Salakia. Um, what was that? What was here we go. Let me go to this though. We're gonna go to Revelation 12. Revelation 12. Revelation 12 and 11. And it reads, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. And who's the Lamb? YAHAWAHSHI. And by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto death. You see? You know, in this world, we're dead to this world. We don't want to have nothing in this world. You know, as far as trying to make it and trying to be established and everything, because there's something greater. This is not our kingdom, Israel. You know, we love not our lives to death. All this wickedness and all this folly, and you know, you got traitor, like the Lord said, traitors and high-minded and proud and, you know, adulterous, you know, a generation of vipers. We don't want to, we love not our life to death. We hate it here. But what did the Lord say? This is Philippians 3 and 20, and it reads, it says, I'll close out with this. Philippians 3 and 20, and it reads, for our conversation is in heaven. You see? This is what you should be talking about. Not talking about, you know, the BET awards and, you know, who, you know, constantly talking about, you know, who's the best, greatest basketball player of all time, and, you know, trying to debate on who's the best rapper and who has the most bars, and, you know, talking about selling dope and the how many women that you done touched and hit, and, you know, as far as having sex with, you know, this isn't where our conversation is. The Lord said, for our conversation is in heaven, for whence also we look for YAHAWAHSHI, our Savior, the Holy Mashiach, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. We look for our Savior, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. Call Allah Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. See, because he's coming back to save the elect. He's coming. Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI is coming back in his second return to save the hopeful elect, the 144,000 and 1/3, the men and women. You know. And those of the elect, their families are going to be delivered. But like the Lord said, through much tribulation, we must enter into the kingdom. So, you know, the tribulation is here. The wickedness is going to get turned up to all the way turned up. You know, this is why you got to put on the whole armor, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. And what's putting on the whole armor is this book. Is reading this, getting this word, you know, meditating on this word and praying and fasting. That's putting on the whole armor of the Lord and coming out of this world and stop doing wickedness. You know, you see? So our conversation is in heaven. Our citizenship is in heaven. That's where this is the first heaven. You have the second in the heaven of heavens, where the Lord is. That's where our conversation is. Day and night. So, you know, but the wicked shall not understand. The wicked will be continually to do wickedness, and they're going to be left in the dark. in this coming time, when all hell breaks loose, because all hell is about to break loose in this country. You see, the famine, the CHIP, the sedition amongst men, the war, food wars, you know, the rebellion against the government, all that. So, you know, the wicked shall continually to do wicked, and they will not understand. So, but I, want to go in on that through the power and the spirit, YAHAWAHSHI. But I don't want to come back with another lesson. Hopefully you're edified. But I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah Kwadash. Shalom, Israel.